Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the 8-Bit Retro Refix. And on this week's episode, we're going to do something a little bit different to what I normally do. I was starting to run out of little projects to be looking at and showing you and bringing forward to you. So I decided to contact PCBWay again. They did sponsor us before on the 1581 disk drive build. So this is what we've got from PCBWay. And I must say, right, what an absolute set of stars they are at PCBWay. I can't praise them enough. From start to finish, it was flawless. I went onto PCBWay. I started populating the items that I'm going to show you in this box. I contacted them. I just had a little chat with them and stuff. And then once the payment was sorted out, they dispatched it out in the post. Now, it's a little bit different on the timeline. I'll put a picture up for you and let you have a look up there. And you can see from the bottom there, it got shipped on the 23rd of September, 6:20 at tea time. And it arrived with me at 3:30 in the afternoon on the 25th. So that was less than 48 hours straight from China. Absolutely awesome delivery service. I've got to admit, I was watching the tracking and DHL said it were out for delivery and it only had 3 parcels to deliver before it got to me by, I think it was 1:30 or something like that, I think. And then next thing I know, they're delayed. It says, no, it's not going to be with you just at this time. Sorry, we've had a problem. There's now 17 packages in front of you. What? The only hiccup that we had from that being dispatched from China through to me here in the UK was his own DHL UK delivery service. That's the only thing that slowed them down. If they'd have delivered it on time, it'd have been almost, well, I don't know. I mean, it's less, isn't it? It's less. It'd been about 44 hours, 42 hours, something like that from China. And that in itself is absolutely amazing. So if you want things quick, go to PCBWay, order from them guys, use DHL, and you'll have your stuff within a couple of days. Absolutely cracking. So, what have we got in the box? What projects have I ordered? Let's have a look. So you can see there, we've got an oscilloscope probe. We also have a small oscilloscope. Very, very, very cheap, these. I think they were only about £20 or something like that. But I'm going to take a look at that later. The other things that we've got in here is a few stickers from PCBWay. I really like one of those rulers. Them rulers look great. You know, everything on it. It helps people practice for soldering. Our last wants to try. So it'd be absolutely fantastic if I had one of those rulers to be able to do that. So I might order one of them next time that I'm on there. But we've got some PCBWay stickers. I ordered some Amiga coffee coasters. So these are Amiga coffee coasters. And if you look on the back there, we've got Commodore Gen. But even these, I mean, I've taken one out. And even these are absolutely brilliant. They're nice and thick, they're strong. It's made out of PCB board, obviously. Got a bit of foreign writing on the back there, Gen TR, but that's okay. That's fine. I've got a Boing coffee coaster for my brew, so that's great stuff. I'll show you that right there. Look, like that. No, it don't work, does it? No, I'll give up. So that's the coffee coasters that I've got in there. They're quite nice. I know you keep looking at that one also. I'll turn it off that way. This is a nice little one. I didn't know these existed until I was looking around on PCBWay, and I knew you could use them, but I thought I would get some of these. These little boards are actually a converter board, so you can use the later VIC chips in the older bread bins. You can't go the other way around. Because obviously the bread bin uses more voltage than what the shortboard and the C versions did. But these do give you a lot more clarity. So I've already thrown one of them together. So I'll show you what that looks like. That's all it is. all you do is you put your 8.5 chip into there, plug it straight into your VIC, and you're good to go. So that's a nice little board. So that's them little ones. We'll take them out of the way. I know what you're looking for. I know what you're looking for. I know what you keep looking at. We'll take a look at some of these. Look. So these ones are Ghostbusters cartridges. So I ordered 10 of these Ghostbusters cartridges. They look absolutely brilliant. So I did order one before, which is this one. This one came from somebody on Facebook. I can't quite remember the names now. But on the back there's a little bodge wire from there. It looks like they're missing a trace off that chip when they produced these boards. So yeah, I didn't like that wire on the back there. So I thought I'd order some of these ones and build these up as well. Yeah, if you're interested in any of this stuff, if you have a look in the description, you'll find my Facebook group and you'll find me in there. So you can always contact me in there. But these are going to be getting moved on. I'm going to build them and sell them on. So these are very, very nice. I'll try and get one out. So these are very, very, very nice. Very clean. Easy build. You've 2 chips. You have a 74 LSO2 over this side, and you've got a 74 LS273 up there, and then your EPOM goes in there, and that's it. So when I build these boards, they won't be getting built in sockets. They will be getting built and soldered straight to the board once they've been done. So they'll be lower profiled as well. And that, with the Ghostbusters on the top as well, it allows you to be able to pull it straight out without any problems with it being short. And I'm sure if you wanted to build a case or something like that, that you could put around there and just cut a slot out at the top to slot down that out at the top. So you could have a little red case to go around it. That would look absolutely brilliant. And if somebody decides to do a nice little red case for these or anything like that, let me know in the descriptions, please, and I'll see about getting one of them from you and showing it on the channel. So that's the Ghostbusters PCBs. I did put one together. The chips haven't come for them yet, unfortunately. So what I did is the one that I showed you before, this one, I pinched the chips off here for the time being and just populated them into this board now. So that's your Ghostbusters one, fully complete. As I said, it looks a bit high when you're looking at the side, so I'm going to solder these chips directly to the board, so they'll be a lot lower profiled. So that's the Ghostbusters one. And the last one that we've got is the Epix fast loader cartridges. Again, I've ordered 10 of these, and all these will be available then if you see me in the Facebook group. The Epix fast loader cartridge. I've built a little test board here at the moment, as you can see here. The button I've got there pointing straight up. It should have a right angle on it, so you can press the button at the top. But I didn't have any of these switches with the right angle on it at the time. Well, I wanted to build a test one. The capacitor on the side here will be a small tantalum capacitor rather than just this electrolytic. But again, this was just a test board for the time being, and I had to go with what I had. If you could probably see, I don't know if you can see how clear that is, there's an old style resistor in the top there. Look, that come out of my parts bin. I just had to use, again, whatever I could to use to get this one built up for the time being. But again, we're being delayed because we're still waiting for the 74 LS07 and the EPROMs to turn up for us to be able to continue with them builds. So that's what I've got from PCBWay. These boards are an absolute pleasure to solder on. I've never soldered on anything as easy, really, apart from the 60s clone boards by Rob Taylor. They're lovely with them having the gold on. They flow really, really nice. But these did solder really well too. So that's what we've got with them. So we've got all them two, and we've got the other ones with the VIC chips. So we'll be able to use the VICs in there. I can't remember what they call it. Have a look. Give me my old eyes. So what it converts these two from is 8565 to a 6569. The later Vic chips, they're a lot clearer, a lot sharper. Myself, I prefer the older style ones because they're a little bit more blurry, a little bit rough coloured, if you like, and a little bit more smooth. And the later ones got more digital. Same with the SID chips, they got a lot more digital. I don't like the later SIDs, but I do prefer the earlier 658 ones. Right, so I saw this little oscilloscope and I thought how interesting that was. You know, I've got a big one, it's just sat to my left here. You've seen that on camera before. But this thing's tiny, and I was just so intrigued in it that I wanted to see what it was about. I've not opened it up or anything yet, so I'm just going to take it out of the packaging and show you guys about it. I've not tested it, and I'm not going to test it on this video, unfortunately. But we will take a look at it and see what it's about. You know, if you're starting out in electronics, an oscilloscope is an absolute fantastic thing to have. It's a godsend. You can test for all sorts of things with an oscilloscope, and even if you buy a little cheap one like this, it will help. It won't do a lot of things that the big oscilloscopes will do, but it'll do enough to help you diagnose what problems you've got with your computers. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm not going to rattle all this packaging. So we get a power cable for it. It's just a normal, oh nice, USB 3. We've got some crocodile clips with the connector that goes on the top, so we can connect and clip on to the earths and clip onto a point if we wanted to take a look at that, which was really nice. This thing is absolutely tiny, very well built. There's no SD card ports or anything for it. There was a little packet which I need to look into to see what these are, but there's that little packet there, which is a little header, and that header, I presume, goes onto the edge of there, because I can see the pinpoints down there for it. But I'm presuming that that's for doing upgrades to it, firmware flashes. I don't really know yet. And we've got my friend that's come to see us. Say hello, Sid. Hey yo. We'll just wait. Oh, let's get that out of the way. What are you doing, little fella? So yeah, that's the little oscilloscope. Instructions, are they all going to be in Chinese? Because if they are, they're absolutely no good to me. Oh, nice. We've got English on the back there, so I'll have a good read through. So yeah, so that's the oscilloscope, which I will use on another video. There's no point in me taking this probe out. Sid, what are you doing? Hello. We've now got a camera wobble because his tail's on the wires. Come on, make it. Sorry about that. Disturbance from the animals. So yeah, that's the probe for the oscilloscope. I'm still shocked at PCBWay's delivery. I just can't get over how quick that it actually arrived from China. We can't even get a delivery within a week in the UK. You know, you order things off eBay and things like that, and they might turn up in a week, they might turn up in 2 weeks. But yeah, you order something from China and it comes in 2 days. That just batters my head. Well, thank you for watching this episode. I know there's not been a lot on it. I just wanted to show you what we're coming up. We're also going to, next weekend, we're going to the Blackpool Expo. I'll show a picture up there. So if you are going to Blackpool Expo, look out for me. I'll have my t-shirt on. I'll look exactly the same. I might have had a shave, might not, but you know. But yeah, there's lots of people going to be there. I think Kim Justice is going to be there. There's Xenophage, he's going to be there. There's Retro for You that's going to be there. I know that Chris is coming, the coder of Empire Strikes Back. He's going to be there. So there's going to be a lot of people there. There's a lot of free machines. There's a lot of retro computers you can play on. There's awesome amounts of arcades and pinball machines and networked Xboxes and networked PCs for all online game playing, like Call of Duty and things like that. There's tournaments going on. There's chats about new up and coming games. There's just so much going on over the full weekend. I'm going to be there on the Saturday, so hopefully if I get back in time, I might be able to get something put together and put a video out on Sunday about the Blackpool Expo, but I don't know, so we're just going to have to take it from there. But that's it from this week, and we'll see you maybe on the next week or at Blackpool Expo. See you guys, bye.